Hey, greetings. This is someone named Dean. This is me. Hi, welcome. We're continuing Kentucky Route Zero. This is us. So, yeah. On the last episode, well, it's all kind of snowball effect of events happening, but the Hard Time Distillery came and they took Conway. Just as we were talking to Dashiell Morse about the location of Dogwood Drive or something like that. I think. Well, unfortunately, I have the issue where I don't play this game as often as I should. It's been maybe 3 or 4 days since I played it. So the details are a bit fuzzy, but you know what, let's continue a bit. And then we can discuss it in further detail. Do I have voice mod open again? Yes, I do. Classic. Classic me. Let's just continue. We're continuing. Just in time. We've already finished eating, but we're about to place a to-go order for Clara. She's back on board, getting ready for her show. Take a look at the menu. I'm sure there's something you'll like. Ida is a bit of a local celebrity. For her cooking, I mean. Hey, Ezra was just asking about you. He's around the corner playing a video game. Maybe go let him know you two are back, or... Where's the old man, anyway?
Yeah, the Hard Time boys. Boys at the Hard Time Distillery. Took him.
Aw, now look. You'll get it next time. Hey, that a quarter? He's almost got this.
It's true.
Sure, I have 1 quarter.
Thank you.
So, where's...
Well, they took him. They took Conway. So, yeah. It's been kind of all a bit of a snowball of events that kind of led to this. I mean, I could summarize it right now, but it's basically a chain effect. So, I think in the last couple episodes, I was like, ah, man. That Donald guy and his Xanadu computer, can't believe we had to try to fix it to, like, figure out where to go, and then ended up owing the Hard Time Distillery. But yeah, I guess it turns out we kind of needed to fix Xanadu because it basically led to us finding out where Dogwood Drive was through the information being forwarded to the Bureau and Lula Chamberlain, who then referred us to Dashiell Morse along the Echo River, which is why we're on the Muskie Mammoth, traveling in the subterranean river to hopefully finish this delivery for Conway and Lysette. But because we went on that tour for the Hard Time Distillery under the pretense that we were gonna have Conway work there, I guess one of the employees of the Hard Time Distillery was all like, oh, well, you know, we commemorate this moment with a celebratory drink, which Conway couldn't resist because, as it turns out, he was a recovering alcoholic. And apparently it was top of the shelf stuff, so he owed money for that and for the tour. So basically, yeah, during the last act there, the Hard Times Distillery was basically shadowing us. Conway was like, hey, I want you to have the truck, and he was I think he kind of knew they were coming for him and gonna take him away. And, you know, it seemed like he had no hope. And now he's gone. So I'm gonna say they took him, though. I feel like that's what happened, because they twisted his arm, right? They twisted his arm. So...
They took him.
Damn. Yeah. He really got himself in a situation there.
Yeah. I'm gonna go sit down.
Cool. The food is good here. I think everyone else is finishing up, but you could probably get something to go. Alright, Maestro, let's give it another shot. So, let's see what's on the top of the pile. Here, there's a stuffed octopus, a plastic bag full of clam shells, a cowboy hat, and some big headphones. That octopus has a leg wrapped around the boombox underneath it. The shells are pretty clear, but I don't know if the claw can really grip the bag well. The cowboy hat is in the corner, so it's kind of tricky to tell if it's wedged in or not. Those headphones might be a bit bad, but I can't see the cord. It could be wrapped around something. What are you gonna try for?
Yeah, it's all tricky. Cowboy hat? Cowboy hat or headphones is what I want to go with because I'm hoping he'll wear it.
Try to get the headphones.
Good call. I think that's our best bet. Okay. When I put this quarter in, you'll have about 8 seconds to grab your prize. The headphones are on the right, pretty close to the middle. Let me know if you need help lining it up. I've got a slightly different view of the field from up here. Ready? Here we go.
Johnny inserts the coin and the machine awakens. Timer 8. The claw hovers in the front left corner of the machine. Uh-oh. I hope it's not actually counting down because now it's already gone. Headphones on the right to the middle. Let's push it right. 7. We're gonna push it up a bit. 6. The claw hovers in the center of the machine. I'm gonna go right. 5. Claw hovers halfway along the right wall of the machine. Let's double check.
Does this look right?
Yeah, looks good to me. Go for it.
4. Alright. Ezra pushes the button to drop the claw. The claw drops, it grabs the headphones. Claw's grasp seems unusually weak on this round, and the headphones tumble back out before they can be retrieved. Ah, shucks. Those things are always rigged. Unless you get one of those, sometimes there's some stores that allow you to get like a consultation prize. I always fiddle with those ones if I ever see them. It's like, or it's like, you can play until you win. So.
You were wrong. I guess the house always wins, except on Tuesdays. A friend of ours always said that. I never really knew what he meant. Oh well. Hey, listen. It sounds like that old man you were following around. Guess you had to leave?
Is he coming back?
Well, probably not. He got himself on a trajectory, you know? Anyway, I don't know what kind of plans you have now, but if you need help figuring out your next move, you can always talk to me and Miss Junebug. I just wanted to make sure you know that.
Yeah, this is interesting. I feel like we're kind of given a choice here. One that I still don't know if it impacts anything. But then again, maybe choices... A lot of the choices I feel like we're referring to the past. Prior choices, I mean, like, say, for example, Conway. Reflecting on his past or whatever. So I wonder if this will actually determine, like, endings in his future. So maybe he can either continue his life where he's with a giant bird and flying houses around at night, which is a very strange occupation, but I guess someone has to do it. Or he could go with Johnny and Junebug on the road. Or I don't know what I'm gonna do. I feel like I'm gonna choose this one. 'Cause I feel like the trio of them would make a good team.
Did I keep going with you?
Hey, I've got no objection. We have a pretty ad hoc thing going on, me and Junebug. I'd have to talk to her, but I bet you're welcome to tag along for a while, if you're into it. Hey, maybe we still have time to poke around this place a little. We have some pretty wild stuff in here.
I wonder if we ever find out about the whole Junebug and Johnny being robots. Just curious.
Hey, did you see this? They keep a table full of fake food over here. I've never known why. Actually, I think it might be real food, but it was shelled or something. Preserved. Oh, and look, this tentacle-looking thing is half-eaten. This is someone's meal that they didn't finish?
Tentacle? Gross.
Man, I don't know. Some people really like that stuff. I had some fried calamari once at a gas station. It's pretty good, but I stripped the gear trying to chew the beak. You're supposed to take that out. Sam and Ida preserved this happy meal. Must have been pretty important to them, right? It did belong to someone they care about. Like a beloved uncle had a mid-meal stroke, so they kept it in his memory.
Yeah. Like these sunflower seeds my folks left behind.
Oh. I'm sure your folks are fine, though. Are you worried about them?
Yeah, it's kind of... I honestly don't know if some sort of tragic circumstance happened with the parents, or if they were abandoned. You know, I wonder if it was the Hard Time Distillery. I wouldn't be surprised. Maybe they just came up and snatched his parents. If they're one of the antagonists of this game. I'm thinking what the antagonist of the game is. I mean, I don't know.
Yes. It's weird that they just disappeared.
Yeah. Listen, that's okay to be worried. You're doing fine.
Oh, I bet they're talking about Conway here. Yeah. I mean, from the flashbacks of what we got from Ezra when him and Kate were mushroom hunting, It sounded like the parents were in a rush for some reason, left the house, and we're gonna stay at a bus station for a while, but I don't know. I guess hopefully we'll find out, right?
Weird. Somehow I thought it was his truck and his delivery and all.
It was. That's what she's saying. But he gave it to her before they took him away.
But you're going to deliver it anyway? Why?
Well, I want to personally figure out what's in the what's in the truck. I want to know what it is. I'm gonna go with the top one, because even though they didn't really know each other, I like to think they were friends in some sort of way.
He's my friend. He needs my help to finish his job.
That's right. He's our friend too. Johnny and I will help you unload when we get there. Lift with your legs, Cricket.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, I don't have a voice for Ida here. I don't feel like tabbing out and making one. I feel like sometimes it causes issues with voice mods, so what do we got? What do I got? Nothing. How about this default old voice?
Oh, how was everything? How was this good bed now?
Devastating. You're a killer, Ida.
Well, I can't take all the credit. Sam came across a whole plague snow colony down there about a year back, and we've been needing work ready for them to go down since. We just started harvesting earlier this month. But it's all about patience down here. Everything grows more slowly in the dark. There's a big hidden lake map that lives for 200 years, and its flavor profile only develops at about 75. I've got a pot of bones in there that's been stewing for at least a week. I don't even remember why I put them on. Come to think of it, I don't even remember what part of bones they are.
Wrong voice.
Oh, we need one for the road. Clara said she wanted, something primordial, she said. What does that mean?
Kate reviews the menu. Primordial, like ancient, old-fashioned, something deep from the lake. Oh, you know what? I feel like all three of these could count as that. Simple, old-fashioned, or something like actually ancient because you have the opportunity.
I think she meant something from very deep in the lake.
Watch it be like dinosaur or something.
Ah, could be. Here, you pick. I'm no good at this.
Okay, now Shannon inspects the menu.
Sweetwater cuttlefish spread.
Good choice. Don't let me love it. I'll have that point out, sweetie.
I'm curious how voice mod will interpret my voice because I do wacky voices. I just also slap voice mod on so I don't, destroy everyone's ears because I don't know how to voice act and I don't know why I'm even doing wacky voices. all for some sort of fun, I guess, this whole Let's Play thing. What would I talk like? That's what it sounds like. This is what I sound like. Anyways, let's continue. Ezra leans over the table and carefully examines the preserved food and drink. He runs his finger along a grayish claw. The surface of the claw is completely smooth.
Well, that was the small one. We're asymmetrical. Sorry I startled you, sweetie. Why did they finish their meal? Well, they had more than twice as much food as they really needed, so even half was too much. This food is about 15 years old. It's true. Things were different then. Nobody came to eat here. We were fighting just to keep the lights on. Sam, my husband, Sam was suppressed. He couldn't touch anything. That was part of the problem. Also, we surface shifted frozen or dried, and I just threw it in the fire. We've both come a long way since. Well, 2 young men came in for dinner. Seasoned divers, they said. Over 10,000 hours between them and Mike let alone. They'd been out all day, salvaging parts from a riverboat wreck, and had worked up a fierce hunger, they said. They ordered the whole menu, without even looking. It was a short menu, in those days. I sat them right here, and went to the kitchen. Sam was at the next table doing a Sudoku and drinking malt liquor, his usual routine at the time. An hour later, I was cleaning up when Sam came bursting into the kitchen. "I know," he said, kind of frantic. "These divers are still hungry. Bring them another course." And I said, "They already ordered the whole menu." Sam said, "Make something new. Keep making up dishes, whatever. Just keep bringing out food." So I did until the small hours of the morning. I made up so many new dishes that night, I could write a book. And it was good, inspired. But I was working so hard and fast at the burning edge of inspiration, I didn't think to write any of it down. And I was so wrapped with exhaustion that the next day, I knew I could remember what all I'd done in the kitchen. Felt all we could take a photograph of the leftovers, or we couldn't get the lighting right, so we just showed out the whole table. Now when I need inspiration for the menu, I come and look here and think about all those ingenious dishes I threw together, or those divers. Of course, that they fulfilled. I don't one of them complaining to the other. Let's just pick up and let them charge the other up to whatever demon in the kitchen kept making up food faster than we could ask for it. Whatever worked out. Things have really turned around since then. This place is actually pretty popular now. The success of our expanded menu inspired Sam, too. He started bringing back the most magnificent ingredients from his nightly dogs. I better get to work. Stay right here, sweetie. I'll bring you a treat on my way back out.
So maybe the real villain of this game is just... I don't know. I don't want to say capitalism, because that just sounds incorrect. But I feel like a lot of the characters in this game are of the working class, and even the people that we meet are just kind of just struggling. Maybe everyone is a victim of circumstance, really. Just they've fallen on hard times, or just interesting situations, and they're just trying to make their way in the world, and they're just having to work for it, and nothing comes easy. So it definitely feels like maybe a lower class or working class type of game, you know. Yeah, I guess I would, I don't know. But I feel like the Hard Times Distillery is kind of being a bit scummy, because the guy was openly admitting to tax evasion and operating around night, and the whole, like, if you go around and talk to the people, you find out that they were just kind of being shady about ensnaring people, or is the word entrapment? Is that the correct word? Basically, they were like, "Oh, you owe us money now," because of some sort of like legal jargon. So now you're our corporate slave. And then people were just working ridiculous hours to try to get out of it. So, but then again, maybe none of them are really the bad guy. They're just doing their job, which unfortunately doesn't give them any respect. Yeah, it's complicated, I guess. Did I have a voice for him before? I don't know. Probably a pirate. I'll do my best pirate. Well, buddy, I guess you're the catch of the day. The one and only. Haha. So, what are you? You look like, well, some kind of eel, I guess. Kind of a mopey little guy, huh? Yeah, I can see it in your eyes. You smell like kind of dusty, dry. Where the hell have you been swimming? Skin feels like sandpaper. Huh. Well, she'll figure something out. I think I'll call you Serpentine Gray Eel. Welcome to Salmonidas, the one and only Serpentine Gray Eel. I hope you enjoy your stay. I mean, not too much. Have you ever seen a creature like me before? We're pretty far down there. I wouldn't be surprised if I'm the first, except there were 2 divers who went before me long ago. Maybe that was before your time. How old are you, anyway? I wonder. They ate here once, back in the bad old days. 2 young guys. Could have been brothers, maybe. I was over in the corner with my coffee and crossword. I hadn't been able to catch a thing, so I'd have just fried up something from frozen. Well, these guys were hungry enough to eat it, and asked for more. And they did at least as much talking as eating. See, like I said, they were divers, and like I said, they might have been brothers. They had a kind of rivalry going on between them, or something. Ida was about to write up their check, but I slipped calmly and quietly into the kitchen for a minute, and told her to just keep bringing out food. I figured they wouldn't notice, caught up in their boasting as they were, and I wanted to listen. They went back and forth for hours about all the deep and dangerous dives they'd been on, new tunnels they discovered, all the weird creatures they'd encountered at the weirdest depths of Lake Leth. It was like a dance. No, like a boxing match. Each story went deeper than the last. And I listened to every word of it, memorized every description of every tunnel and diving route they discovered. That's my map now, you see? For 15 years, I've been using routes those 2 young divers discussed right there at the table. Yeah, I could write a guidebook to the depths of this lake, but I don't dare. Someone would steal my good diving spots. And then where would we be? See, people come here from all over just to try our daily catch, because they know it's unique. Ain't you proud? Since I can't write any of it down, I just preserved that table where they had their meal so I can look at it to jog my memory. Like, they were eating pickled crab when they talked about that shipwreck full of salamanders. Pretty clever, huh? It's my own secret code. Well, I'll be straight with you, Serpentine Grey Eel. There is one feature of this arrangement that I find unsettling. In fact, I lose a decent amount of sleep over it. I told you those boys were competing, right? One-upping each other. I mean, each getting wilder and more adventurous as they traded tales. Well, I mostly navigate in the dark down there, just going by touch and a kind of mental picture I can construct from their detailed boasts. And every time I explore a new diving spot from those recollections, I have to weigh it around against the risk that I'm headed right into a dangerous falsehood. One of those men could have felt for a moment like he was losing some ground in their little duel, so he could have slipped a fake one in there. Maybe told a fib about some dive he went on and found a colony of blind shrimp living in a discarded refrigerator. And when I get down there, my diving belt cracks open on a sharp rock where he said that fridge would be. And that's the end of Sam, of Salmonidas. To be honest, that possibility puts the fear of death in me every time I touch water. Yeah, I probably have mentioned it, but a little while ago I went down a deep dive, pun intended, not really, but it happened. A YouTube rabbit hole about all these deep cave diving expeditions, and unfortunately it's one of those things where, like, the story involves people getting trapped and dying and just body recovery, stuff like that. It's tragic stuff, but it's That to me is just scary. Yeah. That's why I couldn't look away, and that's why YouTube was like, would you like some more? And I was like, no, but I pushed the button anyways.
Hey, Sam. Good haul tonight?
We'll see what she can make of it. Yeah, pretty good, I think. I hit some trouble down by the narrow tunnel. Some kind of fast-growing freshwater barnacle just about sealed it up. I pricked it away for half an hour before I gave up and went around the other way. Well, I think my son is waking up. I have the baby monitor here. He's doing a bit of a stretch. I still zonked out. Oh, stretching. Let's see. Have to pause. Big yawn. Well, if he wakes up, it'll be good to spend some time with him. I didn't really see him much today other than the morning. He was having a rough night, and by extension, we had a rough night. And even though I barely slept, I decided to get up in the morning with him because, well, my wife is pregnant with number 2. So I figure she needs a rest. But I was so tired. So eventually she got up, and then I had a nap, and then I started doing some errands because we were expecting to have some family come over. We got some family coming from I don't remember where he's coming from. Edmonton? I think that's where he moved to. So he's coming from there. We'll see. He's squirming. He's squirming a lot. Yeah, my wife's uncle, went to Japan for like, gosh, I don't know, almost a year, basically, it seems like. Had a really good time. At least what I can tell from the Book of Faces. And it'll be good to see him. And then we'll also announce the news that, yeah, we're expecting. And my son will be an older brother. And that's kind of exciting. And on that note, my wife is also out at the moment. She's driving a couple cities away to pick up her sister. To also kind of let her know the news. And then we have one of our many families coming over for a barbecue tomorrow to let them know the good news. So far we let her dad's side know, my side, and then it'll be her adoptive mom's side tomorrow. And then we'll have to find time to squeeze in her mom throughout the week. Sometimes it's just hard to find time. Sorry, I didn't mean to just prattle on about this. I'm just kind of watching the baby monitor. Okay, I think we might be okay. Let's try to continue. Hey, sorry for the tangent there. I guess this is just me. I'm still figuring out my YouTube voice, or Let's Play style. Whatever that may be.
Pretty cold here for diving, right?
The cold I can handle. I've got an oil heater in the diving bell. And if it's really bad, I might take a nip of something here and there. Yep. Okay, the kiddo is up. So I am going to pause the transmission here. And we will continue later on when I have a moment. I will be right back. See you in a bit. Okay, we're back. It's only been 5 minutes for me. As I was making my way up, it looks like he settled himself back to sleep. So, hey, we can continue. But yeah, anyways, I realized I was going on a big tangent there earlier before that. It's just who I am. This is who I am. And I guess it's okay. Maybe maybe not in the realm of Let's Plays. In fact, that's probably really awful. But this is just who I am, and unfortunately I can't really be anyone else. Not naturally anyways, but I'll continue. Will you stay for a drink? I've got a dark rum that goes well with coffee. Haha. Well, as long as it's not Hard Times liquor, I feel like we should avoid that stuff.
I think we're about to leave, but thanks.
Just passing through. Hey, aren't we all? Oh, she's got your food ready. You all enjoy your meal, all right? He's still holding the fish. I bet that's
world is not my home. I'm just passing through. My treasures and my hopes are placed beyond the blue. Many friends and kin have gone on before, and I can't feel at home in this world anymore. Oh Lord, you know I have no friend like you. If heaven's not my home, oh Lord, what will I do? Angels beckon me to heaven's open door, and I can't feel at home in this world anymore. I have a loving mother up in glory land, and I don't expect to stop until I shake her hand. She's waiting out for me in heaven's open door, and I can't feel at home in this world anymore. Oh Lord, you know I have no friend like you.
she returns to the tugboat.
Heaven's not my home.
That's a beautiful song. All right. See that? Just looks like a swirling mess of garbage, doesn't it? Well, that's what it is. I don't know why the trash seems to collect right there. Of all the spots on the lake, it's always been that way. Everyone just navigates around it, like it was an island or something. I think I see some desks and chairs swirling around the edge there. Those all-in-one desks, like they have in schools, if I remember right. It's been a few years since I saw the inside of one. Actually, honestly, me too. I remember those in elementary school. Oh gosh, yeah. Mine had a collection of, what was it? What'd you call it? Like, book fair? Yeah. When the book fair would come by, I would always beg my mom for some change to buy some themed pencils, because that was just my favorite thing as a kid with the colored erasers. You know, they were like wrapped in something, so sometimes it'd be like Pokemon or whatever was relevant at the time. Probably around 1997, so it's a while ago. Those must have washed down from somewhere. I've never known there to be a school on the lake. Oh, there was Gemini School of Beauty. It was run by sisters, Cassie and Paula. It's indistinguishable except for their haircuts. But I wouldn't think they'd have used desks like that. We used to stop there most every night to let someone off for a cheap haircut. Student stylists, you know? They spared many a sailor the pain of a botched do-it-yourself do. But I guess they got in deep to the power company. Those blow dryers and curling irons burn a lot of coal. It's a shame they had to close down. The haircuts are gone, but the hair keeps growing. Yeah, this cluttered place makes a decent local museum. It's as good a history as I could ever tell. We arrived at a small boathouse neighborhood that sometimes hosted concerts for the pleasure of its residents, where Clara was scheduled that night to perform. Junebug and Johnny watched the show from the dockyard with the others. Oh, okay. Last time we've been having a couple choices here, but I guess we're just gonna play as these two. Hey, maybe they'll have a conversation about Ezra. That'd be kind of interesting. Maybe adopt him or something. I wonder if this is going to be like a choose your own song type of thing like the last one. Oh. Okay. Hey, in case you weren't here last time, I'm trying to get title cards in recording, which that's what that was. That was an OBS scene I whipped up. And I'm going to see if YouTube detects it when I upload this later, and if not, well, I can always screen cap it. But I don't remember what episode I'm on for Kentucky Route Zero, so that's why I changed it. Anyways, let's continue. Oh.
I remember this.
Told these. Yeah.
You don't have to say it.
Only because it's always true.
Haha.
Sorry, I just quickly loaded up voice mod here. Hopefully I didn't mess up the audio there. I still need to get myself a third monitor so I can have voice mod always open and not cover up my OBS. That way I can stay in touch with what voice is active.
She played this up at flower shop. Cyrano opened. He was having trouble with his tape machine, so it just drowned out on the lap steel. He got really into it, and he went on for, like, forever. Everyone was falling asleep.
Not everyone. I remembered that air was warm, perfumed. You were playing with some petals you found on the floor, and I was looking at the ceiling. I remember the ceiling was glass. During the week, that room was a greenhouse. I don't know where they put all the plants when they had bands in. Maybe outside? The weather was nice. It was nice that night. Warm. Smelled like spring. I remember the folding chairs. So uncomfortable, but I guess it was their only option. They had to pack everything up during the week so there'd be room to display the flowers. Wow. Look at Ezra. He's wrapped.
Yeah, he's really into it. So, we were talking about him earlier. At the gas station.
Sure. I haven't forgotten. Cricket?
Cool. Yeah. I know. Anyway, what do you think about Ezra traveling with us for a while?
I don't know who this flashback's for. Is this Junebug? This might be Junebug, I think. I'm just gonna read it as Junebug, and if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Because I don't know. It doesn't say who it is. Who's thinking. But it's a nice narrative touch.
We were in the back. Kind of looking around. People watching. I remember a girl playing a video game. She was really getting into it. The sound was leaking out of her cheap headphones a bit, mingling with Cyrano's drone, and you thought you recognized the music. I remember it was a driving boom. We couldn't see the screen directly, but it was reflected in her glasses. She was sharply rocking back and forth, hunting fires, I guess. And sometimes she had one of her shoulders forward, like she was drifting.
I remember when I was little, my brothers used to do that when we played racing games. But if it helps you play better, it works. Even my wife does it when she plays video games too.
I would have been content just to sit in a folding chair and drift on Cyrano's flat steel sound waves. But you were feeling restless, so we went for a walk. If I sound hesitant or something, it's just when I met you, when we met, we were nothing. Just these little gray shadows. And we grew and filled in, and well, we did all that together. Ezra, sure, he's just a kid, but he's already a person What would that do to our system, our chemistry? We stepped outside into the warm night air. There was a horse tied up in the parking lot. You wanted to go find him some food. We wandered between some low houses and came out onto an empty street. Hey, I got the masters for the new record back from the Lazar. They're okay, but
What? You listened to them without me?
You were at the pet shop. I didn't think I could tear you free.
Oh. Okay.
Anyway, there are a few spots where the strings distorted a little, and the whole thing has way too much reverb. But overall, it sounds pretty good. The new drum machine fits right into the mix.
Nice.
The only question is how to do it live. I can't control the drum machine and sing and dance at the same time. And you've got your hands full of guitar.
Oh, it's almost like they need a third band member. Is that where we're going with this? I guess we're gonna find out. Yeah, it's interesting all these like narrative choices you can choose here. It's cool.
There was a playground across the street. We sat on a bench. I put my head on her shoulder. We heard soft music from a car radio, but I couldn't see the car. It must have been around the corner or down an alley or something. You tapped your foot and hummed. I made up lyrics, but didn't say them out loud. We got back to the greenhouse just as Clara was tuning out. She relaxed her shoulders, took a deep breath, raised both hands into their precise positions, and the room started shaking. Clara hit a note that made the glass rattle in sympathy, perfect 2 octaves lower. She looked like a sorceress, tearing down the building with an effortless way and incredible focus, coaxing the empty air into some kind of moaning, rattling demon. That's the thing about the theremin. It's the only instrument you never touch. You could see a wave of concern propagating through the greenhouse.
Sorry, I'm getting text messages from my wife. Oh, someone's gonna... Okay. I'm gonna have to... Sorry, I just have to activate my doorbell camera on my phone because I guess someone is coming by to grab a bed we're giving away for free. We were given a bed for our son, but he likes it, but he doesn't like it, so we ended up replacing it very quickly. Now he's interested in it, but it's just taking up too much space, and we had it stored in our spare bedroom that is going to become the new baby's bedroom, and it kind of has to go because it's we already have a mattress in there, so in a better condition than the one we were given for free. Even though it's like a fire truck bed, It's cute. It's fun. It's not practical though, so we're gonna give it away to someone who needs it because we got it for free. So someone else can have it for free, and yeah. But I just have to kind of keep my eyes open and make sure I hear the door. Anyways, I'm just gonna reread this paragraph.
You could see a wave of concern propagating through the greenhouse. People looking up at the trembling glass ceiling, looking at each other to see if anyone else was worried, trying to catch Claire's eye and discern if she was doing it on purpose or not. If she were really trying to bury us all in glass.
So, how do you think we'll sling that? Leave the drum machine live?
We'll figure something out. Maybe glue it to the back of your guitar.
Oh, yeah. Or swap the buttons out for foot pedals.
Or put the drums on tape beforehand, like Kyrana does.
Oh, yeah. I guess we have a lot of options.
Life is full of possibilities, Cricket.
Yes, ma'am.
It was a tense 5 minutes. We, the audience, alternated between fearing for our lives and lamenting hers that could have given her the kind of emotional experience to play this devastating song. Then, slowly, gently, Claire's hands came to rest. The theremin went quiet. The glass stopped rattling, and the room relaxed, unharmed.
Cool. I met a photographer once. I mean, one in particular. She even took my portrait. I can't imagine why. She said it would immortalize me. That was a metaphor, of course. She meant I'd never be forgotten. As she was disembarking, not far from here, actually, the film fell out of her bag and was bore away by the current. I was working on deck at the time. She shot me a sad, apologetic glance. But I wasn't bothered. It's no shame to be forgotten. I mean, in some ways it's nice. Depending on what you want. I wonder what this structure is. Almost looks like a stairway upwards. Huh. Yeah, the last couple days have been kind of busy because with the family coming over for the barbecue tomorrow, we've been just tidying up the house, and it's a good thing. It's kickstarted us kind of getting the new room prepared and, you know, just organizing through a bunch of baby clothing. I mean, unfortunately, the thing about having a baby or a kid is you collect a lot of stuff that they outgrow. But you hold on to it because maybe the next kid could use it, or maybe you can pay it forward to someone else or pass it forward, you know? It's still a little early for us to know if it's going to be a boy or a girl, but you know, once we find out, we can go from there. Because we have my son's, all his, I guess, baby clothing, because he's technically a toddler, and I guess his cousins, a couple of them are girls, around the same age or whatever. We were given their clothing from when they were babies, so we have a ton of baby clothing, but I guess we're just gonna hold on to it for now.
What's this place like? Dogwood Drive. It's in a small town, or...
I really don't know. I've got the manifest the old man had in his truck. Here. Lysette's Antiques. Mail order delivery. No return address. Shipping address. 5 Dogwood Drive. Packing list. And then it's just numbers. I guess the inventory number... I guess the inventory numbers of the antiques he was supposed to be delivering. Anyway, I'm glad you're coming with us.
Yes. I'm always eager to see more of the country, and I enjoy the company. I will have to find a bus or train to get on to Nashville by evening.
Well, they have buses everywhere, right? Or, hey, I could drive you to Nashville. Seems I have a truck now. Only... how are we going to get it up these stairs?
That's quite a staircase.
There's no way to get this truck up these stairs, is there?
Not with that attitude. No, there isn't. Looks like we're making the rest of this trip on foot.
I mean, when Shannon and Conway first found their way onto the Zero, they just magically opened up a tunnel that led them here, and then suddenly that tunnel was closed. I mean, can they just do that again? I really don't know how the rules of this river work. Huh.
I don't even know what's in there. What if it's too much to carry?
Nah. We've been loading and unloading gear since the stars were young. We're our own roadies, right? We've got expertise. Alright, Cricket. Let's get this delivery packed and tied into bundles. We're taking it upstairs.
What's in there?
Antiques, I guess.
Antiques?
Yeah, antiques are... it's like junk, but people will pay for it.
Oh.
Sorry. I guess you'll be taking the bus after all.
It's okay. It will be an adventure.
Tired? Don't worry, lady. We're almost there.
So are we gonna figure out what's in the truck after all? After all this time? Too bad Julian the giant bird wasn't around. He could totally help us out. Yeah, my son is still sleeping, which is good. I'm hoping the audio adjustments I've done for voice mod here turn out to work out. I think I'm just getting feedback from my furnace probably, though. It's not really anything I can do unless I get like... it's in a closet in the back of this room. I could probably put some curtains over it. I don't know. So I keep tweaking the levels of the audio and the noise reduction, but if I lower the noise reduction too much, then the quality of the voice gets weird. Okay, and we did it. That was the end of Act 4. Awesome. So it looks like we got ourselves on Pueblo de Nada, an integral chapter, then the final chapter, and then this mysterious chapter in between 5 and 1. Under the cycle starts all over again or something like that. Cool. Made some progress. Exciting stuff. Yeah. Well, I guess I'll sign off right now. I should probably get back to it. I'll tidy up the house a bit more before my wife's uncle, or I guess our uncle, that's even appropriate to say, I don't know, family. He'll be showing up eventually, and then my wife and sister will be here, and I'm thinking when the kid gets up, I'll dress him up in the Big Brother t-shirt we got him and see if they catch wind, and if not, I'll switch into my Father of Two t-shirt. It should be good. And then there's a couple things I gotta do. I gotta take some pictures of stuff to put on Book of Faces Marketplace, sell it, make some room, or just get rid of clutter. I also got myself, well, my wife had a gift card, so I went to a local store, a retailer, and got myself a heavily discounted shop vac, which was kind of insane. I think it was just clearance, so it's not exactly a name brand, but I really desperately needed one for the garage for when I make more furniture, and I'm planning on doing that because it's just way cheaper. Just have a bunch of leftover wood from the people who lived here before, so I'm just repurposing it and trying to make it look nice and kind of make stuff I need versus going to like a store and buying it because it's way more expensive that way. Alright. I think that's my tangent for the day. Maybe next time we get together, I can let you know how the reveal went, that my wife's pregnant, to my family, unless I play a game again between then. Or maybe I'll talk about some other stuff, like how I saw an old friend and got in touch with him and we hung out and it was pretty cool. Or maybe some an old crew I used to make visual novels with reached out to me and checked on me, see how I was doing, which was nice. But maybe more on that later. Alright. Well, I've chatted your ear off enough, so hey, you have yourself a fantastic day, evening, or night. I hope you're enjoying this little channel. And yeah, I'll at least keep making stuff until I beat this game, that's for sure, and then we'll see what happens next. But until then, as always, you take care of yourself. Have a pleasant day, afternoon, evening, and I'll see you later. And I guess I'll be here. Alright. See ya.